Hello, everyone. How are you? Hey, so I thought I would give you guys a sneak peek into my book since yay, I'm here to actually be able to touch it physically because when it got published, I was in Houston, so I actually had to proof the book by a video call, which is funny. So, this is the very first jewelry artist creative planner, and it is created by me, written by me, and whatnot. So, I will give you a sneak peek. Let's take this journey together. You see, I talk with my hands a lot. So, on the first page, you have space to write your name, your phone number, and email. I did not put an address because people are kind of creepy, and I don't know. A lot of planners have where you can put your address or whatever. I just don't want weird people coming to my house. I'd rather they email me. That's funny. But here is where you're going to write your creative vision statement. And why is that important? Because when you're creating, whether you have a business or not, you kind of want to realize, well, what is your purpose for creating? Or, you know, why do you think that what you make is important? And so this is where you remind yourself to do that. And this is where you would reflect, every day. Because if you're, especially if you have a jewelry business and you're an artist, and we all have those bad days, you always want to come back to your why. Okay. So as you see, this is me opening the book for the first time. I have not written in it yet, but I'm going to put mine here. Okay, so there's a message from the author, which is me, and an inspirational quote. Then you have your creative goals, things that you want to achieve this month, you know, things that you want to achieve this year, or it can be in a month, or it doesn't have to be a month, or this month. But here again, we come back to our why, because that's our anchor. That's what we need to focus on. Then you would write your notes here. You would have your creative resources, your favorite jewelry resources, the blogs that you may follow, your favorite website, an artist that you may admire, and then your social media groups that you're in, so that you don't forget, because I'm in like 65 groups on Facebook, and I always have to click on the groups to remember, dude, which group am I in? Because I'm very social. So you have here your jewelry nuggets, which is the birthstones, colors and the meanings, the men's sizes, the bracelet lengths that you may want to know. And here, which is most important, is that when you get this planner, you can start today, or any month that you want to, because I didn't do the January, February, because I feel like sometimes we buy a planner and it's like, dude, the year is almost over. But no, you can start now. So on this side, you would write the skills that you want to learn this month. Maybe there's something that you want to brush up on, and that's a reminder, like, okay, let's master this. Did y'all see me snap? You did. Things to remember. You may have dates, or, hey, I want to do these earrings, or hey, I want to do this and whatnot. That's where you would put that. Um, Notes here, and then something or someone you may be inspired by that you don't want to forget, because actually what this planner is actually a journal as well, because it's allowing you to keep record of where you are this year, so then when you go back and reflect, be like, dude, I totally improved on those designs. I'm growing. So there's 12 months for that. And this is always important, to be yourself. I put this in as a reminder because sometimes we get distracted by other people's successes, or we start to get that disease of comparisonitis. You guys know the one I'm talking about, right? Where you're like, man, I can't I can't create as well as this person over here. Or, wow, they do such a better job than me. Don't do that to yourself. You're robbing yourself of joy. So I remind you to be yourself, because what you have to say and what you have to create is very important. You have pages to record some ideas. Like maybe something inspired you. Oh, I want to write that down. Or, I saw this. I'm going to change it to this. And hey, I'm at a craft fair. I'm going to write a couple ideas down, things that worked, things that didn't work. That's what this space is here for. So you have a couple pages for that, because I'm always writing ideas, always. Then you have your doodle space. Doodle space is where you just want to sketch out some drawings of possible designs, or um, write down a design, whatever you want to do. Or you can just free it, like, okay, I'm not into creating right now, but I just need to get my fingers moving. You can draw, you can write, you can do anything. This is your space to just play and be you, right? Okay, so we have a few pages of that. Then this is one of my favorite pages. Well, the one after this, the journal, because I'm always, always, always writing down quotes. Even in my sketchbook, I write down quotes all the time, or I'll say, I've progressed so much in this technique, and I want to record this moment. Or, hey, I had a small win. I got my first craft fair sale, or my first sale on my online shop, or whatever it is. But you want to record those moments. Celebrating the small wins is very important. So I made sure to put that in here, because, as you progress in your artistry, you don't want to forget these times. Remember, if you were in a class of mine, you would remember I say, make sure that you keep your first piece that you ever created, so that you can go back and see how you progressed. So that's what these pages are for. This one is my favorite page, you guys. Project ideas. And so here, you may think, okay, I'm going to write a quick sketch here. And after I finish this piece, what am I going to name it, right? A lot of my pieces have names, and I make them creative names for when I am listing something in my shop. So when I first started, my aunt told me, "Oh, what you should do is assign your inventory numbers." And I was like, I don't want to do that, because we live life by numbers. When you're at work, you have an employee ID number. When you're banking, you have an account number. You're always identified by a number. And I didn't want to do that to my jewelry. I wanted to personify it, because I wanted people to connect with my pieces and not with a number. So when I say, okay, one of my pieces is called wait, let me think. How come I can't think and I have so many pieces? Um The Journey. And I titled that because I was inspired by my friends. So here I would write The Journey. My inspiration was my friend Anya, because she was moving to another state. This was something that was very important to her. So that's giving it meaning, right? Then how much does it cost to make that piece? I write that here, because that's going to help me later. And if you've taken my tips for selling course, you'll know why. How long did it take to create? Again, if you've taken my tips for selling course, you'll know why I ask that. So the piece that you've created, that you've sketched down here, because you're allowing yourself to dream and brainstorm, um, is this going to be a one of a kind? Is it a part of a collection, or is it a custom order? And then how are you going to package that piece? So you would write down your ideas here. Here is where you write down the materials that you used, right? So those are all important things, because you're like, okay, what did I use to make that piece? But you have it all here, okay? Very important. Important. So I have a few pages of those, and that can also be recorded in your journaling spot or your doodle space, wherever you want to, because this is your book when you get it. Craft show log. Okay, so here's the thing. How many craft fairs have you entered and you're like, wait a minute, what day did I enter that? Or did you just scribble it on a piece of paper? Well, no, you can have everything here in your book. So what is the name of the show? When is the date of the show? How much did it cost to get in the show? Where is the show? What's the application deadline? What type of show is it? Is it juried or not juried? Um, what is the date that you applied? Were you accepted? If yes, when? If no, I didn't say no. I just put not at this time because no is so negative, you guys. You know, I try to keep it positive. So you have pages for that. When you make contacts, right? And I put, I seriously need to stay connected because you know, sometimes you may meet someone like, hey, what's your contact information? You know, so you'll write their name, their phone number. Where are they on social media? You definitely want to stay connected. What is their email? What are notes that you can write about that person to jog your memory? Like, oh, I met this person. Oh, this is because, listen, you're keeping these contacts because networking is very important. Whether you're selling your art or not, you want to network, okay? So you record all that here. And we have a few pages for that. On the back, there is a list of resources. And here is where you can sign up for the Jewelry Diva Challenge. You can get your free leather bracelet tutorial. Um, you can take classes that I run online. You can join the group if you're not already in the group. And then you can go to my website. So those are some resources because everything should be a one-stop shop. So that is the end. This book is 64 pages long. I had to think that's why I had that dramatic pause. But this is what the Jewelry Artist Creative Planner looks like. And this is me combining all the ideas from the notebooks that I've taken over the years. And I was like, dude, why do I have like 15 notebooks? And I could have just had this in one spot. And I checked to make sure, like, did anyone have this already? Look, so I didn't have to create it. But I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do this. So this is my first published piece in book form. Have I published other things? Yes, yes, yes. Articles, short stories, reviews, interviews, all the way from poetry, all that stuff. But this is my first baby. And I would love for you to join me in being one of the first to have this creative planner because I think it's a very helpful tool. And thank you for watching. And you can find the link. I will put it in the comment section if you would like to purchase one from Amazon. Have a wonderful day. Keep creating